What's up, my brothers from another mother? Topic of today's video is she's not yours, it's just your turn. This one won't take too long. If you haven't seen the prior video in this sequence, card is up in the top right. You should check that out. It'll add a little more frame as to what we're talking about in the series. But this is a simple concept that a lot of guys have a hard time getting their head around. A lot of guys marry themselves up to the idea that they own their woman, that they are theirs. And nothing could be further from the truth. Women are often temporary in men's lives. It's not often that we see, like, we're not these mating birds of monogamy forever and ever until kingdom come. I was watching a nature show the other day with my kid, and there's these albatrosses that have these massive wingspans, and they mate for life. And if one of them dies at sea fishing, a shark gets them or something like that, that's it, they're done. They don't ever mate with anybody else. End of story. No more. And that's how a lot of guys, I think, walk around life, thinking that you buy them a ring, you say I do, you wife them up, you put a roof over their head. Whatever narrative it is that you're telling yourself, usually is a function of social conditioning with the female primary social order that we live in, because we're always programmed as men to make ourselves less so she can become more, and blah blah blah, and fill in the blank sort of thing. I've talked a lot about it. You guys don't need to hear me bang on about it, but at the end of the day, women are, generally speaking, relatively temporary. There's not a lot of people that I know that are older than me that are with the same person that they lost their virginity to. It's flowing, ebbs and flows. It's like, people come and go in your lives. These women, gentlemen, will come and go in your life. So you can't build an attachment to anything that's in your life. What was it? It was in that movie Heat, right, with Robert De Niro, and he said something along the lines of, never get attached to anything you can't walk out in 30 seconds flat. Something along that line, right? You got to remember that, because if your entire existence, gentlemen, if you allow your entire existence, if you will, to be built on a false foundation of forever and ever until kingdom come, man, are you ever going to be disappointed when you find out it ain't true, and that women are quite capable of abandoning you like that, right? Women are designed to dismiss men, that their DNA, that their hardwiring pick up on, that they may deem incompetent, unable to provide. In many cases, it's their hypergamous nature that encourages them to swing over to a better value man because they see their value go up. Before we wrap this up, I've talked to a lot of guys in these coaching sessions. I had one the other day. He estimates when he met his girl, they were living together at the time when I was coaching him, but when he met her, she was like a 7, right? And then he says, through the function of her losing some weight, she made a lot more money. She went from making like $40,000 to $120,000 in the 3.5 years they were dating, and living under the same roof. All of a sudden now, the high value man that she thought she was attracted to is no longer as attractive to her. She's making more money than him. She's considerably more fit than he is. And that's what allows her to kind of start scanning the horizon and going, Steve from accounting looks kind of hot today, and Kevin from sales, he's got something going on now with that new car. I kind of dig his vibe as well. And this is just natural. This is the natural order of selection. This is just how human beings are hardwired to operate. Gonna have to apologize for the lighting. It just so happens that it's one of those days where the sun is down low, and that's what you're gonna get, some lens flare. So anyway, with that being said, I want you guys to go through this playlist, because these are all the shorter, more red pill tenets that I want every guy to understand. I'm trying to make these like less than 10 minutes each, and very dense. If there's somebody that needs to see this, show it to them. Encourage them to check it out. Give this a thumbs up and like it. Let's take a quick iced coffee break here. And I've seen the stats, guys. I don't know if YouTube is unsubscribing you or you're just watching unsubscribe, but there's a lot of guys watching my content that aren't subscribed to the channel. So do me a huge favor, huge solid, hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And if you haven't checked in on the Monday night series. It's called Before the Train Wreck. I'm doing it with my friend Sean T. Smith. He's a clinical psychologist. It's also a call-in show. So guys generally call in with things that they're stuck on or anything that their spidey senses might be picking up on as potential red flags in relationships. And we help them try to vet scenarios like that. So you can check that out on Monday nights. I'll put the playlist up on the top right. See you guys in the next video. Peace.